Hello. Oh, hello and welcome to a North Wales side-by-side video. This is going to be an update video on my damaged wrist. I was going to make the video yesterday, but I'll be brutally honest, I couldn't be bothered. I was in too much pain after leaving the consultation, because I met a new surgeon yesterday, and first time I've ever met him. He needed to do an assessment on the wrist. So I know every time somebody does an assessment, checks it for motion, checks it for strength, and plays around with it, it puts me into a world of pain, which is what he did to me yesterday. So I wasn't in the best of moods, or I did not want to feel like making a video last night to bring you up to date with the wrist. So that's what I'm doing now. Right, firstly, I've been dealing with Bangor Hospital in North Wales, and their Welsh National Health Service, and there are certain things that the Welsh National Health Service won't do for me, and would you believe one of them is they won't fix my wrist. They're quite happy to put me in a splint and wait for it to heal naturally. Now, this was x-rayed 6, 7, 8 weeks ago. Then it was put in a splint 6 weeks ago, somewhere in that region. It was, I tell you when it was put in the splint, the day I took Margaret to Cardiff. I'll have to check in the videos when I went down to Cardiff with Margaret. I know, that was the day they decided to splint it, to see if it would heal on its own. Now we're 2 weeks into the new year, it's the 14th of January today, and I've had to go out of Wales and go to England basically, and I've had to go to the Liverpool University Health Trust and pay a visit to another orthopaedic surgeon. So I've had to go abroad basically, leave Wales, go to England, because the English Health Board do the surgery that is required to fix my wrist. I have to have a new wrist joint. They've got to replace my wrist joint. And having spoken to my consultant in Bangor, he's told me he has to apply for grants and for funding off the Welsh government, and they won't give it to him, which leaves me in a bit of a pickle. I don't get my wrist fixed. So, fair dues to my surgeon in Bangor. He wrote a letter to Liverpool University, to the gentleman I went to visit yesterday, and the gentleman has agreed, even though I'm not from England, to have a consultation with me and check my wrist out and see what he can do for me. Now, I met him at 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and I met him in Broad Green Hospital in Liverpool, and within half an hour of seeing him, I've met him, I've been down, got fresh x-rays, back, seen him again. and he has agreed to fix my wrist. And it's going to be a two-stage surgery. Surgery number one, that can be performed either in Liverpool or Bangor. That's the easy part that the Welsh Government will fund. That's all they'll fund. That is removing all the previous metalwork in the wrist. But he would rather me go to Liverpool to have that done than let Bangor do it, so he can keep it in-house. I'm not bothered either way who removes the metalwork. So that's operation number one that's got to be performed. The second surgery is actually replacing the entire ulnar joint in the wrist. And I'm going to put into the video now the photograph that he showed me yesterday of the type of joint he's going to use in the surgery. And you'll take one look at it and go, my God, that looks like medieval torture, because it really, really does look like an instrument of torture. But it's the only way to fix the damage in my wrist. So, insert picture now. So, you should have seen what the plan is now. The big spike down the ulnar bone with a ball joint, and fastened to the radius, the socket that the ball joint fastens into. The combination of them two components creates the new joint, and hopefully that will alleviate not all of the pain that I suffer with the wrist. It will alleviate, we hope, most of the pain, and it will give me some motion back in the wrist, because I'm never going to have 100% motion in this wrist because of the fuse on the radius. The radius bone was fused a good few years ago. Oh, I couldn't grab the camera quick enough then. The reason why I slowed down, a badger came out of the long grass and ran up the road in front of me. Love badgers. Absolutely love badgers. I know the farmers hate them and they say, oh, they can create TB and all that in the cattle, but nah, badgers do a good job. They eat lots and lots of garden pests. So yeah, Liverpool University are taking over basically the treatment to fix my wrist. So all I'm waiting for now is, well, first it'll be pre-op, and then secondly the first surgery to take all the metalwork out to prepare the hand for the new wrist joint, and then it'll be the wrist joint. And I'm hoping, if it all goes to plan, from now to the first op isn't going to be very, very long, he says. He's talking a matter of weeks. And I'm not even apprehensive about it. I'm actually quite excited. The fact that he has accepted me as a patient to repair this wrist. It's not a scary proposition, it's just a surgery. When we come to it and I see him again, I'd like to go nerve block rather than being knocked out. I quite enjoy the nerve block experience and being awake in theatre. It's something you've got to experience to understand why I say I enjoy it. Some people don't want to know what's going on, admittedly. They just want to be knocked out, wake up after it's all been done. I'm a little bit more intrigued into the procedures, and I quite enjoy talking to the surgeons and them talking me through the operation. It's just something I find very interesting, and also having a conversation with everybody in the theatre. It's yeah, I'm weird. So there's my update on the wrist, and thanks for watching. I'll keep you posted on the wrist as we go along, but the good news is it's getting fixed. That's all. I'm really pleased it's getting fixed. Really, really happy. Thanks for watching.
Shut up and sit down.